Guys doing? There's some apples, and usually with apples bad lawn don't go with it, but we have some bad lawn here. Well, that for bad lawn. Quite the bad lawn, isn't it? That some bad lawn. Only thing that can fix that bad lawn is a nice Loreo watch. Now this Loreo is a Homage watch. Now if you looked at that from a real distance, you'd say, hey, it looks like a Rolex Submariner. That's because it's based on that design. It's not a copy. It's not a forgery. It's a Homage watch. That old tree over there, let's get closer up to that. That looks like a watch snob tree, doesn't it? Watch snob tree. That's what I would expect a watch snob to have in their front yard, a tree like that. I wouldn't expect them to have a tree like this with nice apples on it. But I do expect the watch snobs to have a lawn like this. That's what I expect from the watch snobs. A bad lawn. Yes. We expect that from the watch snobs. If you notice, the trees are starting to turn their autumn colors. Well, there's a watch snob tree right there. No leaves on it. There's a watch snob tree. Oh my gosh. And some bad lawn. So we're getting in watch snob territory with a bad lawn here. See that? Only thing that can fix that. Loreo. Homage of a Hulk. Now the Loreo's not a bad watch, it's a good watch. Now I'll tell you something about this Loreo. I don't believe it has 200 meters water resistance. Because I remember going on the Loreo official site. I'm not talking about AliExpress sellers. And I think the water resistance was labeled as 50 meters to 80 meters, or it was around 80 meters anyway. And that's what it was listed as, water resistance. So that 200 meters water resistance, I don't believe it. There's some good lawn here because the town looks after the lawn to a certain distance in, right? Yes. Like right on the dial here it'll say 200 meters water resistance. But that's not true. When you have a more inexpensive watch, just be careful about the water resistance. Like just do some extra research to find out what it is. Because under 100 meters of water resistance isn't really a heck of a lot when you think about it. It's not a heck of a lot. Like you can go out in the rain maybe, a little bit of swimming and stuff. But you don't want to go deep sea diving, that's for sure. If you want to have a waterlogged watch, go ahead, but you don't go deep sea diving with these. You can go out in the rain a little bit, whatever. But it's got a screwed down crown too. Crown protectors. It's a good looking watch. No real complaints about it. Movement is accurate like I was saying. No real complaints, no regrets. Some more watch style lawn. But we know they can fix that. Any kind of watch is decent. Good value watch. If you're careful with finding one of these watches, you should be able to find one. If you're careful, you should be able to find one for about 75 bucks Canadian. So it's not too bad. And the thing is, the bracelet on these watches are quite chunky. So you can lighten it up a lot if you were to put a rubber strap on it or a NATO strap. You could make it a lot lighter. So if you don't like a heavy watch, you could really reduce the weight of this by just changing out that bracelet. So just find yourself a rubber strap or a NATO strap or even a leather strap if you don't mind wearing a diver style watch on a leather strap. Because nowadays with these diver style watches, you can get waterproof, or they're supposed to be waterproof, leather straps. So you can go kind of non-traditional with a leather strap and it's waterproof, so that's not a bad idea. It may look a little funny, like people that are really purists, right, or really into Rolex will say, oh, you don't put a leather strap on a diver's watch. Well, are you going diving with this? No, you're not going diving with this. It's not a diver's watch, really. So we're not going deep sea diving. So if you put on a leather strap, it's no big deal, right? There you go. Here's some good looking wall, you guys. Get a shot of the watch with that. It's kind of nice to do some watches in natural light, different settings in natural light, because then you know what they look like when you're out wearing one. Professional studio lights don't really help a watch much, do they? But here's some better wall. I think that's one of the better walls we've seen in a long time. Some more bad lawn, you guys. Some nice trees in the background though. See what they look like a little closer up. There we go. Oh well. Watch snob, bad lawn. The only thing is, a watch snob wouldn't have a yard this big though. So just reduce that by maybe 150 times, make that maybe 150. No, make 1,000 times smaller. You need to have the watch snob's yard. There's a little bit of limestone there. Let's see if we can get a shot of this watch with that. That's kind of a nice background. There you go. Don't look too bad. Still some natural lighting. Notice how the dial and the bezel reflects a little bit different off the light. Looks good. Too many empty parking lots everywhere. People need more cars. Everywhere you go, there's an empty parking lot. Lack of business, I guess. Lack of something, right? So comment, where you live, are there empty parking lots like this everywhere? Or what's going on? Because here's an empty parking lot. That don't sound right, does it? Here's not too bad of lawn right here. It's kind of bad here at the forefront, but as it goes on down deeper, it gets a little bit better. Maybe this will improve with time. Hey you guys, I want to give you a good look at that seagull movement. Give you a real good look at it. Take a real good look at that seagull movement. Good shot of it right there. I'll turn it over so you can see the other side too. Now with these Loreo watches, you can see what the underside looks like. You can see that it's not like the Invicta Pro Diver on the underside of the bracelet. The Invicta Pro Diver is better because it's rounded. These are just flat links, flat on the one side. So you can see how the Invicta Pro Diver goes to extra lengths to be better. I'll turn this over so you can see the other side. The other side of the movement. There's more action on the other side, of course. Let's just see what we can do here. See that balance wheel going there. Get a little bit closer up to the balance wheel. You can get to see it move a bit there. Get right up close. There you see the balance wheel in action. You can see the jewel too. See if I can get the focus really good. Yep, Sapphire Crystal. That's the best show right there. I can just get this even more secure. Just wait here. There, get it good and secure. You know, Seagull movements makes the most movements of anybody. So you can have confidence in Seagull movements. I have confidence in them. You can see the solid in-link watches. Some people just have to have that solid in-link and link. Really good shot in natural light though, gotta say that. There's some nice sunset, you guys. People love this lawn here. Had this lawn in a previous video. People loved it. So I'll show you some more of this good lawn. People really love this lawn. One commenter thought it was the best lawn they've seen in a long time. Get some more of that sunset. Zoom right up to it here. There we go. Not too bad. Up to close up of the lawn here. A few mosquitoes out. Imagine that this time of year. So I got it zoomed right up here so we'll get a really close-up shot. Now you can't expect these cheaper Homage watches to always have the 2x magnification, whatever, that the Rolex Submariners have, because these are Homage watches. Everything's not going to be exact. But on this close-up here, you can really see what the magnified date is. Pretty cool. Some more nice sunset, you guys. So what do you think of that? I have a nice tripod for this thing, but I never use it. I think I get my ideas too quick to set up a tripod. I don't know. No excuses. So I'd like you guys to comment anything you want. So thank you for your time, you guys. We'll talk again soon.